Morning, people! You're live on Danaton. How are we feeling today, people? Oh, don't get too excited. Bloody jumper off. Whew. So, what's the on the agenda today? I'll tell you what could be on the agenda today. Bites, bug bites. The wife's got loads of them all over her, and my mum's got a few as well. She's been referred to go to the doctors from the first aiders. So we must be having an invasion of biting bugs. Probably something else that the government's trying to sort out for us. What we're going to panic buy now? Hi, Dad. Yeah, so everyone's getting bitten now. So I'll be panic buying bug biting cream, won't it? Oh, something else for the bloody world to go mad about. Went out for another run last night. Going kettlebelling tonight with my mate. So no doubt I won't be able to move tomorrow. Another hour of that tonight. Yeah, quite looking forward to that. I've got to take my book with me and actually write down what he's telling me to do. So I did an hour with him a few weeks back, which is on my YouTube channel, and I've forgotten what it's all called, what you actually got to do. It is bloody good though. It's so much better than going to a bloody gym. God, I've got no motivation whatsoever when I'm in that gym. I hate it, absolutely hate it. That's why I cancelled the gym, and I just got the pool now. I love the pool, going in the old sauna as well. I've got my kettlebell at home. I can do that at home because, you know, I've always got Darcy there, see, so I can't be like dump her on people just so I can go to this. I've got to do something at home, and she enjoys doing the videos with me, so it's another thing we can do together. She's got her little green weights. It's quite funny when you watch her do it. Daddy, my arms hurt. Good, Barry! Yeah, Daddy, my arms hurt. I said I was supposed to. Poor little thing. She's actually doing really well as my coach. Hey, come on, Daddy! And she cycles off in front of me. I do the running. We went round Bardeen Lake Saturday. Mum and Darcy were feeding the ducks while Daddy kept doing a few laps and that. She kept running up to me with my bottle of water, giving me a bit of water. Yeah, that was nice, that was. Gives you the spur to keep going and keep going on, you know. Quite looking forward to. I'm going to sign up, hopefully sign up tonight for this marathon. Cool, Barry, we like this tune. Hit the road, Jack. Bit of drum and bass. Morning, Del. Here it goes. Drop that beat. No, someone that you single can go. yeah, it's quite nice getting the old support from people and nice messages here and there. It's quite motivating actually, because I feel much better in myself this week, because I touched on things like mental health and that, you know, anxiety and shit like that, you know, when you're worrying about fucking stuff, everything, all the bloody time. I've really struggled over the last couple of weeks. I would say it's something that I really suffer from. I mean, I am mental, I can pretty much tell you that. You know, but as in mental health, I don't know, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe everyone gets a bit of anxiety every now and again, don't they, when they worry about things. And, you know, I think the worst thing is when you're on your own. You just sit there and the shit that goes through your head is just bloody ridiculous. You know, when you have that 2, 3 o'clock in the morning wake up and suddenly you're sitting there wide awake and talking about, you know, Jesus Christ, you know. Why don't you ever see baby pigeons at 3 o'clock in the morning? Why are they always like fully grown adults? Why don't you ever see a baby pigeon? Well, fuck, what the fuck does it matter? And then you actually start, you know, drives you mad, doesn't it? You know, I think you know, I don't know if this is like a thing of mental health, but I was sort of like worried what other people think of me and things like that, you know. But I must admit, ever since I've turned 40, right, it was almost like a light switch. I sort of went, you know what, I really don't give a fuck what you think. I am who I am. If you don't like it, jog the fuck on. Simple as that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna change after 40 years, so you ain't got no chance. You don't like it, jog on. I think that's a lot of this mental health, isn't it? People worrying about what other people think, instead of just worrying about yourself and getting on with it and making yourself better and healthier, you know? Because you can spend your whole life trying to please someone and they just couldn't give a shit. So, jog them on. I've got such a very small circle of who I call proper friends now, because I just ain't got the time to waste on idiots that either piss you off or knock you down or hold you back. I've always been... people have always knocked me and said you ain't good enough or ain't this and that. So, it's the big 2 fucking fingers to them. Jog the fuck on. Don't like it. Hate it. So it's a form of bullying and things like that. I don't like that. You know, there's a lot of friends that I've sort of just can't be arsed with anymore, because, you know, things like when I said I was going to do this half marathon. You know, you got all like, you know, your friends are when they start giving you support and stuff. And the other ones just walk in and take the piss out of me. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna do that, you fat fucker, are you? Like, jog on. I remember being told the same thing when I started doing the double Ds. We'd done that for 5 or 6 years, over 20 gigs a year. We were well successful at that. So, yeah, one of the things, I'm not sure, I can't put a finger on it, but I like, when I turned 40, I just like, you know what, I can't be arsed with all this shit anymore. You know, I've got my wife, got my kids, got my family. I don't really need much else, to be honest. And I think that's a lot of the things these people within... Here we go. What? DJ Barry.
Yeah, gotta get you motivated, mate.
Go on, boy.
Fucking off them kilometres.
Yeah, well, I was saying a lot of these people have got to just accept that this world's full of arseholes that just want to put you down all the time. And if you're happy in yourself and happy with what you're doing, you do right by your family, do right by your kids, then you're doing fine in my book. Yeah, it's quite strange. It's almost like a light switch just went off in my head. When I turned 40 and just like, yeah, jog on. Because it's people like that that keep knocking you down, keep you stuff, that's what it's going to make you just feel bad about yourself, feel like you've got to change. You shouldn't have to change for anyone. If someone's making you feel like you've got to change, they're the ones with the problem, not you. You know, because they're trying to make you change to make them happy. So, to me, they ain't no friends. Jog them on. People that keep lecturing you every 5 minutes, jog them on as well. So how about sort your own life out? Practice what you preach instead of fucking throwing it on me. Yeah. I don't know, I might be talking shit, but I can't be arsed with people like that anymore. My mum, my gran and my Tricia all bend over backwards to help me and Darcy and Jen and DJ out over the years. I keep them happy, keep my wife happy, fuck the rest. Life's too short to worry yourself about what other people think. And sometimes though, Mr. Giles, sometimes though, I just do it, you know, dress differently or act differently, dance around like a fucking lunatic because I know it pisses people off. You know what I mean? Winds them up the wrong way because they're so fucking jealous and that they can't do it themselves. They want to do it but don't. That's the good thing about me is I couldn't give a fuck. I remember my old granddad every single party and stuff would dance around like a lunatic right at the beginning and then everyone was on the dance floor. He'd sit back and go, my work is done. And I've lived my life like that. I've got no regrets. There might be things I might have done a little bit differently, but I don't regret anything because I bloody enjoyed myself. So, what's this, Mikey? Real talk. There will always be idiots. Self-belief, best tool. Let them jog on, mate. Yeah, definitely, mate, yeah. Good lad. Yeah, people, if you need keys made or pictures printed or shoes repaired, go and see Mikey down at Timpson's. Lovely lad. Can't miss him, got a bloody great big gold tooth. And he's fit as fuck. Yeah, it's a hard subject, isn't it, mental health? You know, it's all right to have your opinions and say this and that, but sometimes you know, you might, with the way you feel, the way you talk, might offend people, might actually cause others, you know, more damage than health. But you know, I can only say what I feel. I feel most of these problems are just caused by people that want to hold you back. They don't want you to be successful in your life because they're not successful in their own, so they take it out on you. So this is getting a bit deep, people, isn't it? But sometimes it needs to be said, doesn't it? You know, I ain't pointing fingers or naming people or anything like that. I think anyone that watches this video will pretty much understand who they are. Put it this way, if I ain't seeing you and ain't talking to you, then you're one of them.
I'm downstairs, it looks like you're yanking off.
Easy, I'm on live on Facebook. He can't do porn talk. How far have we done? 15 minutes so far. Sweating right out, Andy. There's Andy the welder, people. Thinks he can see us downstairs through the window. He thinks I'm playing with myself. I'm not, look. I am on a bike. So what's your views on this mental health thing? Come on, send some shit back so we can start chatting about it. It's definitely something that needs to be, you know, definitely needs to be talked about, and more awareness, doesn't it? It seems like it's just come out of nowhere over the last sort of 5 years or so. Or it might just be me just being oblivious to it, because I've spent the last 25 years drunk. You know, but it's easy to hide behind things. I think this is what a lot of people of my age group get, like mental health problems later in life, because they're either out their head on drugs or out their head on drinking, or all the time. And it's easy if you're feeling down just to get pissed, isn't it, you know, and just sort of think, but then your hangovers are usually the worst bit, isn't it? And that's where it all comes out. And people just get back on it, don't they? You know, I ain't afraid to admit I've dabbled here and there, drinking and stuff. You know, I've got my own issues in my head, but you just gotta crack on with it. You know, try not to let it beat you. Keep yourself active and keep yourself positive. Yes, you are gonna have down times, but you just gotta try to push yourself through it. Like I have over the last couple of weeks, I felt a bit down on that. And the annoying thing about it is, you can't go, that's why, that's the problem, that's this, that's that. There's plenty of people that will have their opinions, you know, so-called friends and stuff. Oh, it's because you drink too much. Oh, it's because you do this, it's because you do that. You probably drink more than I do. You know, I only had a drink, what, last Friday or Saturday, whatever it was. Yeah, something like that. No, last Thursday it was, because we had Darcy all weekend, didn't I? So the weekend before that was just Saturday. People think I drink all the time, because I've got a bar and the way I used to be when I went out. But even back then I weren't drinking every day. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just fucking went for it like a lunatic when I did. Half the time with half my clothes off, but there you go. Got to enjoy it, ain't you? Oh. What are we up to today? 19 minutes. Woo! Yeah, going off doing the old kettlebelling tonight. I'm going to meet my friend, because he lives Crowborough, I live Tunbridge, so we'll meet halfway. I'm going to try down that St John's somewhere, see if there's somewhere floodlit where we can do it. Because the last time we did it was on a Sunday morning where at Tunbridge Wells Common. Finding places where it's floodlit. You know, we'll do something, we'll find something. Let's hope it ain't gonna piss hard. Get sweating right out, craning. Probably keep flipping dropping me kettlebell. All the kettlebells, Jesus Christ, all this talk, when someone said to me, I thought that was a little thing that goes on top of the kettle, you know. Now I found out it's an actual weight. There you go. Learn something new every day. Oh. Oh. God, I'm burning now. Sweating right up, bruv. One day I might actually find out whose jumper this is. Rubbing my sweat all over there. Let's see. There you go. Shit happens, doesn't it? Has anyone on here actually set up one of these GoFundMe pages on the Facebook? I suppose you've got to have an account, I suppose, as well, haven't you? So maybe it might be better the wife does it than me, because obviously I ain't got one. So to do it, you know, do sponsors for this half marathon I'm going to do, to get the money collected, because I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm going to try and, I wanted to do it to help Trisha out, but I'm not too sure. Or I thought I could just give it straight to them, but it sounds like you give it to another charity and then they sort of thing it through. Sounds legit, but you know, you're always worried, aren't you? And then I thought about maybe the children's ward over at you know, Pembury Hospital, because Darcy was in there for a couple of nights. But again, you want to give it to the people, don't you? The ones that matter, instead of giving it to like the name of the charity or the organisation. Because he would do all this work and raise all this money, and they probably see jack shit of it. But you know, what might be an idea is like get the money together and then ask what kind of things Trisha and her group need, and then say go out and get it. Well, you know, sure we'll figure it out. But it gives you that extra motivation, doesn't it, to do this half marathon. You know, it's going to be hard, bloody hard work. It's going to be harder than the hardest thing I've done probably. You know, I keep posting up that I do these like runs and stuff each night, and I'm not kidding anybody or kidding myself. I don't run the whole lot of it. I do walk some of it as well. I'm not running 5k non-stop, but that is my goal, to get there, because it's Longmead and Bardine Lake. That means if you want to do the 5k, you've got to do 4 laps non-stop. Yeah? At the moment, I've done 1 non-stop at Longmead, and I did one the other day at Bardine. So, you know, but it's because you're doing laps, you feel like, oh God, I've got to do another one. And it mentally, it does get a bit hard, you know, pushing yourself to keep doing the laps. Whereas like, when I've done that street run, where I go from my house on Hunt Road, down Whistler Road, up to Pinnacles roundabout, turn left, down to Hadlow Road, along Hadlow Road to Higham Lane, up Higham Lane to Hunt Road, and then home. And I find that easier, you know, because you know you're running to a goal, you know, and it's just one run, if you know what I mean. Whereas when you're doing laps of something, I think it's a mental head fuck that, pardon me, that shut up, Aaron. Fucking hell. We're not all skinny little fuckers like you. Yeah. So like, I'm finding that easier to do that street run. You know, that's where I'm from, the streets, you know. And then I'm doing laps around something. But I must admit, that Bardine Lake, that was quite nice. That was a good, nice little run. That was nice, bit of fresh air, different scenery. You know. So we'll keep that going. So we're out again. Wednesday night running. Tonight I'm over thingy doing the kettlebell. Apparently there's some fucking like ex-marine geezer doing some bloody kettlebell class over Crowborough, and it's like an hour non-stop. And my mate that teaches me how to do it, he said he had all blisters, his hands were bleeding, he ended up being sick. And he said it's fucking savage, but yeah, that might be going a bit extreme for me. But, oh, talk of the devil, he's now messaging me. Thank you, Aaron. Looking a bit trimmer, aren't I? You know, dropped a few stones though. Yeah. Oh, I think the main objective is just to enjoy it, because if you're not enjoying it, then you ain't gonna do it, are you? You know what I mean? It's like anything. You got things you want to quit or give up. You know, you're only gonna do it if you want to. You can't be told you've got to do this, because the doctors, many times I went and had because when I turned 40, I got a free NHS health check. And I went there and she said, like, pretty much everything's all right. And then I said, the things like your blood pressure, your cholesterol, all shit like that. And she said it's all pretty good. She just said you're just massively overweight. And I was like, oh, that's quite funny, you know. And I sort of took it the wrong way a little bit, because I ain't being funny or disrespectful or anything like that. But she weren't exactly the similarest of fucking people. And she's sitting there saying I'm overweight. I said, you want to practice what you preach, love? You know what I mean? People in glass houses and all that. You know. But again, you know, didn't bother me. Didn't do nothing. Just kept getting fatter and fatter and fatter. And then obviously had this little, I keep going on about it, because, yeah, right, I'm not trying to ask for sympathy or anything. But, you know, different people watch these videos each time I do it, might not know. All I did was run up the stairs after Darcy and, well, I thought it was game over at one point. Pain shooting down my left side, couldn't breathe. And I just had a massive panic attack, really. But it was the motivation that I needed, as I keep saying. Some lessons have to be learnt the hard way, or otherwise it just don't fucking sink in. So since then I've lost nearly 3 stone. You know, I'm definitely getting fitter, because I'm finding this easier as we go on. There is some days I struggle with it. I mean, look, I've done 28 minutes. Keep saying 30 minutes is a minimum. It is easier to keep talking and that, and obviously you can tell that I don't mind the chat. So, yeah. I am sweating right out. No aircon on today. 2 ovens cooking me. Woo! Oh, my boobies are getting a bit tighter now. Not bouncing about as much anymore. Go on, boy! Where's Scott? Found my old high-vis fucking hoodie in the shed. My gran bought me about 5 years ago for cycling to work, but I couldn't use it because it weren't waterproof. But I think I'm wearing it with the running. Yeah, God, did I make me sweat last night? God, jeez, I got home, I had a t-shirt on underneath it. God, I struggled to get the bloody t-shirt off. It was stuck to me, sweat. But that's all good, isn't it? You know, it's all getting rid of this flipping fat off of me. And then we're off again, running Wednesday night. See how far we can get. Now I carry on doing these 5Ks a minimum runs and that, and the goal is obviously to try and get that pretty much without stopping, because I stop every now and again and have a walk, because I don't like running down the hills. I feel with my ankles and knees the way they are, it puts so much pressure. I can almost feel my knee like popping out as you're going down. But running uphill, perfectly fine. I actually quite enjoy that, running up the hill. It's a challenge, isn't it? Get to the top, and then I have a little stop, a little breather, and then I carry on. You know, I've got to be sensible about it, because obviously I've still got work and everything I've got to do, and don't want to end up injuring myself, so I can't do this final goal of this half marathon. That's the one thing that's really worrying me at the moment, is that signing up for it and end up getting fucking injured or something. Because I know it'll either be my knee or my ankle. But I must admit, it's getting much better. My right leg, where I snapped my Achilles a few years back, and the calf muscle, you can really feel it in that. So it's, you know, but it can only be doing it good, surely. It's better than fucking sitting around doing nothing, you know. So we'll just crack on with it. Bloody hell, 32 minutes. Woo! Jesus, I think we'll call it a day, because I've got to get back into work soon. So another 30 odd minutes, that's good. Oh, Jesus. Cheers you lot for watching, following again. Support's great. Cheers. Bye bye. Bye bye from Danaton.